Okay, the situation as I see it that's political, that's affecting Pågat, fits into two categories. One is economic political and the other one is cultural political. The economic side of it is that we do not have a robust economy. And a large section of our economy is supported by the military. As a consequence of that, when the military wants to do something on island, there are many, many people who want to allow the military to do that, to do what they need to do. And if that means putting a firing range near Pågat, then it's putting a firing range near Pågat, as long as it ensures that there's a military presence and that there's military money being pumped into the economy. The other political side of things is, and not purely political, but political culture, is political cultural. And as I see it from a cultural standpoint, it's politics be damned, basically. From a cultural standpoint, we can't allow important historical cultural resources such as Pågat, Pågat's just one of them, to be compromised or somehow disturbed by the activities of the federal government. So this sets up a tension-filled dynamic between those that are in favor of allowing the military to do what they need to do from an economic standpoint, and those that are against allowing the military to do what they need to do from a cultural standpoint.
One of the artifacts that you find in great abundance in Pågat is the lusong. And the lusong is just a mortar and pestle, so it's a large stone which has a hole in the middle, and then in that middle you use a grinder that you can grind medicine, you can grind food and stuff. And even just when you're walking on the trail there, you see a lot of lusong, and some of them, it's kind of cool because some of them have probably been in the exact same spot for hundreds of years, because they're pretty heavy. And it's really cool when you think about how, that type of rock is not found in the Pågat area, which meant that that rock had to be brought from somewhere else on the island. And this is the time before pickup trucks, before carabaos, and so these big, large stones would have had to be carried either over the water or on land from either the southern part of Guam or Mount Santa Rosa and Jigo, all the way to the Pågat area. And so every time you see like a really heavy lusong in Pågat, you have to remember that somebody had to carry that all the way there a long time ago. And it really makes you think about how much smarter or how much stronger people used to be in a time before a lot of the technology we take for granted today. Pågat is a very important historical and cultural site today. One of the things which makes it the most important is because if you look at a map of Guam today, you see that 27% of it is military bases. And on those military bases, you have a lot of really beautiful latte sites, areas where you can wander around the jungle, you can wander around cliffs, and you can find a lot of artifacts. Guam used to be like that in general, but a lot of that has been bulldozed over, a lot of artifacts have been destroyed. Pågat is one of the few places where, without a military ID, you can wander around an area and you can see the artifacts in their original positions. There's other places like that, but Pågat is kind of complete. If you spend an afternoon looking around the Pågat area, you will find so much stuff. And people don't even realize that there is a trail which most people follow, which goes from the back road to Anderson, down the hill, past the cave, through a couple latte houses, and then you get to the cliffs and then you head back out. But if you explore further north and further south, you will find remnants of more than 20 houses. Pågat is this place where a school teacher, a college professor, a father, a mother, a family, like a visitor, somebody serving on island in the military, anybody can go there and they can kind of just breathe in that experience.